Alright guys, today we're going to be doing some division. I'm going to be modeling for you 20 divided by 5, and together we are going to figure out the answer. So to start with, I want you to remember that division, it's just repeated subtraction, which is something Mrs. Spears has already taught you and you should be very fluent at. So for example, we know that 20 minus 5. 20 take away 5 gives us 15. We know that 15 take away 5 equals 10. We also know that 10 take away 5 equals 5, and 5 take away 5 equals 0. Now what we're going to do is we're going to count how many of these we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So what do you think is going to be our answer that goes right into here? Can you take a guess? Right. It is 4. Because that's how many times this goes into that. That's the number of times that 5 can go into 20. So another way to look at this is by using the timeline. So I'm going to move this aside for a moment. So if we're using the timeline, we're going to start with an arrow here. We're going to go all the way across here and do another arrow here. And we know that this point all the way here is 0. So I'm just going to put a little 0 here. And we know that this point over here is 20. And the reason why I chose those numbers is, remember, our original problem was 20 divided by 5. So we need from 0 to 20. Now, let's place the points that we have here. So I'm going to use a different color. How about I use brown this time? And I'm going to do, if this is 0, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I should have spread that out a little bit better, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be counting backwards from 20 by 5 each. Because remember, our original problem was dividing it by 5. So we are going to be doing skip counting. So what I'm going to use now, I'm going to use a different color. I'll use gray this time. Or you know what? Let's use a different color. Let's use something a little brighter so it's easier to see. So I'm going to use, I guess this would be pink. So us guys, we're a little colorblind. It's the exact color for that says on here, for those of you who are artists, says wild orchid. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to start at 20 and we're going to count backwards 5. So we're going to go from 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that gives us, does anybody know what number that gives us? 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. That gives us the number 15. Okay, now let's keep going. Let's go from 15, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who thinks they know what number that one's going to be? Let's try it together. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Okay, so we've done 5 here, we've done 5 here. Now we're going to do another 5. So I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to use green because it's so different. So from 10, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is going to be, let's see if we can count down who thinks they know what it is. From 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. There's our 5. All right, and now we have only a few more left, don't we? So I'm going to use blue this time. And we're going to go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which brings us to our 0. So now, here, this is our second way, using a number line, to know just exactly how many times 5 can go into 20. We're using skip counting. So, I'm going to use my gray. Well, actually, you know what? I'm still going to use my black here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how we were able to check our answer from before, that 20 divided by 5 equals 4. So we did it this way, and then we also used our timeline. So remember, if you're ever wondering how to do a question with division, just remember what Miss Spears always says, that division is just repeated subtraction.